up, everybody? Welcome to Stylus League Week 2. I'm Mike.
I'm Danny.
And in the background, we got Bradley. But it's up, you guys. How was your week?
Good. Went by pretty quick this week.
Yeah, pretty much. Seems like we just did this.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of how it is. All right, so if you guys are new to the show, my name is Mike Thompson. With me, Mr. Point Pusher Danny Williams and Mr. ML All Night Bradley is doing production. And what we're working on right now is the 80s cartoon. We're doing 80s cartoon. Danny, what are you working on?
I'm doing a Skeletor piece from Masters of the Universe.
Skeletor, and I am not going to say what I'm working on. I'm going to leave that as a surprise for you guys. No, I'm working on Lion-O from the mighty Thundercats. So we kind of talked, and we're going to do a new format. So what we did between this week and last week is we worked on this between the shows. So, but we don't want to leave you guys out of what we're doing. So Danny recorded time-lapse videos, and I did as well. And I think we're going to start with Danny. Brad, am I going in the right order? Is that what we're doing first? We're going to catch up. Okay.
So,
all right.
So the teams, they're going to take a few minutes and just pick one of the time lapses that we have available for you at the end of the stream. So both Mike and Danny have created 3 time lapses each. So as soon as our stream is over, you'll be able to go to our YouTube page, and it'll be 6 time lapses for you guys to see where they were throughout the week. And we'll continue to do that every week throughout this process. But they're going to pick one and just kind of go through their thought process. And if you have any questions as they go through that, then ask them in the comments.
Yep. You want to go first, Mike?
All right, Danny. No, Danny, you up first.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
so here is one of the time-lapse videos, and in this video I'd blocked out the body already and blocked in some temporary hands and wanted to get a little bit more articulate with the fingers. So trying to use stuff like ZModeler, instead of always jumping back and forth to a program like Maya or Blender or whatever. For some small things I use ZModeler a lot. For a lot of the costume stuff that I'm going to be doing coming up, I will be jumping back and forth between Maya and Zbrush a little bit. But just setting up sort of one finger and then going through and trying to pose that finger into sort of multiple fingers and just try to get a general gesture that fits the body. Then taking the body and doing a quick Z-remesh on everything after I dynamesh it, just to have one cohesive, contiguous piece. And then now I can start doing a little bit more serious sort of sculpting now that everything's kind of blocked in. The other thing that I worked on a little bit was in another time lapse, going through and doing quick costume exploration. So just sort of paper dolling, and we'll look at some of this tonight when I start blocking in some costume work. But at the end, just trying to come up with sort of, variations on a theme and just see sort of what starts to feel right. The cape from this one versus the, pauldrons from that one, etc. Right? So just trying to figure out what direction to go in, right? So just sort of adding a little bit of a design element to, I don't want to just do the Skeletor that existed in the 1980s cartoon. So yeah, that's some of the stuff that's in my time-lapse videos.
Cool, very cool. And I'm doing a similar thing with mine. So in mine, this is the 3rd video. So each one of our videos is like an hour. We've condensed it down into 3 minutes. But I decided I wanted my Lion-O to feel a little more like a lion face as opposed to just like a regular dude. I know in the cartoon he's been shown, with a regular face in the 80s cartoon anyway, which is like the one that I really like. So in this one, I'm just going in and kind of just finding the forms. I used a lot of lion reference, and I was looking at old shows from the 80s. There was like a Beauty and the Beast thing where Ron Perlman was he had this prosthetic makeup on that made him look like a lion. Thought it was pretty cool. But a lot of the workflow that Danny is doing is very similar to what I'm doing. Sans the retopo. I know that Danny has retopoed his guy so that it looks, the topology is tight. For mine, I did a similar deal where instead of going into Maya and doing the retopo, I just ran a Z-Remesh after I was pretty happy with the anatomy on it. And that's kind of where I'm picking up. I'll be doing the process that Danny kind of showed with getting the fingers, because right now I don't have hands or feet. I kind of chop those off. Yeah, that's what I'll be getting into tonight, along with a little of the same costume exploration that Danny was talking about in Photoshop, where I just go in and draw over things and figure out what I want to have. I did a little of that over the weekend, or over the week rather. I'm going to continue that tonight as well. So that's it.
Awesome. All right. Time to pick up your pencils, guys.
All right.
So I'm just going to ask that. Thank you for joining us. I see we have some new people joining in. Please like and subscribe on our YouTube page. We definitely need your support to continue to make this great content. Our major goal is to make sure we have enough subscribers so that YouTube can begin to pay for all this great information for you guys. And if you have any questions on their process, just drop it in the comments and I'll make sure to get it over to the guys. So, ArtStation. You guys hear about ArtStation being
I did see that.
bought out?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts on that?
Unreal is awesome. Megascans is awesome, or Mega Humans, whatever it is. It's all awesome. It's all amazing. Epic is great.
Metahuman.
Metahuman. Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, so basically, just our epic overlords are great.
Yes,
I'm with it.
We don't have the Apple money to fight that.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
I like the fact that they give me a free game every Thursday on the Epic Game Store.
There you go.
Really?
You didn't know that? Yeah,
No,
heck yeah, man. I thought absolutely, 100%.
Wow. We can check that out. Behind it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to check that out. I'll never get anything done then, ever.
No, I'm more of a collector because it's free. I'm going to collect it.
Absolutely.
If it's free, it's me, eh?
Yeah, if it's free, I don't know. It's free.
Nice.
It's true. So Danny, what do you think about the process so far, man? Like, this is because we both have, well, you have a full-time job.
Yes.
and I am freelance, but we both stay busy. So how has this whole thing been going for you?
So it's good, right? Like, I'm a firm believer in sort of, you got to practice all the time anyway. Right? Like, I really do want to get better. I really do want to grow. I do really want to learn. So I need to practice all the time. So this is just scheduling my practice, right? To coincide with what we're doing, So if I think about it that way, it's not really a chore. It's like, oh, you got to do this anyway. So just go ahead. Right. So yeah, what do you think?
This is good for me because I've never had a timetable set for my own stuff. So, even though I'm juggling a whole lot of, balls at one time, I got a lot of plates spinning as far as my schedule goes. It's very cool to be able to, to prioritize yourself,
Yeah, it's nice. Like, we've talked behind the scenes, right? And like, for me, my wife gets up for work really early in the morning and I get up with her. Usually, sometimes I sleep in, but usually I get up with her. And that's my time in the morning to make art that I want to make. Right. Oh, and speaking of which, I did retopo his body, and then recorded the time lapse for the topo, and then thought I had Maya's autosave feature turned on. I recently upgraded my Maya, and I didn't. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna power off the computer and go to sleep. Whatever. I got it auto saved. It's fine.
Yeah.
Was not saved. So I had to retopo again today a little bit.
Dude, that's crazy.
After work. No, it's okay. And the only reason I'm doing the retopo is because this coming week, one of the things I want to do is well, I'll save that till the end when we talk about what we want to do. But there's a method to the retopo madness.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not a fan of retopoing. I listen. I got one of my really good friends, Tony Gore, is a retopo like master. He actually enjoys it. Yeah, he enjoys it, and he's so proficient that you know how there's things that we like to do, and people see us doing it like, yo, I couldn't do that, but we enjoy it, so we do it. Like that's how he is with topo. Like that's relaxing to him.
Yeah.
So
I've met a few people like that are like retopo or UVs, and they're pretty much like, oh yeah, that's so relaxing. I love, and I'm like, you are obviously a serial killer. 100%. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am. I'm like that with clothing. Like for some reason, I enjoy sculpting clothing instead of just going to Marvelous.
Yeah.
But yeah, not man. I hate retopo.
Have you used the dynamics panel in here yet? In
Zbrush?
Like drapery and stuff. Yeah, I like it.
So, all right. So we're gonna have to show that during a show because I've had. It's like your mileage will vary. I've had some very mixed results with that.
Yeah, me too.
It doesn't do what I want it to do.
Me too. It takes a little bit of trial and error, but I like that it's just like undo. We'll just reset it. You know what I mean? It's like I like that it's an artist-friendly simulation, sort of. You know, so
right.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm definitely no expert, but the little bit I've used it, I liked it.
Nice. All right. Well, listen, there are people who can use fiber mesh to make perfect hair, and I don't. That's all like alchemy to me, man. I don't understand how they're doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, one thing for me, like I'm about to stop messing with the body for a while and get the costume blocking starting because once I get the armor on here, depending on like some of the variations I did are like, let me drag this over here. Some of the variations I did are more almost like battle armor, and for the pose that I am envisioning for him, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
So they'll really bulk up his frame or his silhouette a little bit.
Can you max out your screen so we can see all your? Let's see.
Oh, yeah, there you go. So these are just. I mean, they're crappy when you get close to them, right? They just are scribbles. Dude, but just the idea. Thanks, man. But the idea of like when you zoom out to just be able to see a different silhouette with a bunch of them, I really liked in some of the reference material that I gathered. I really liked some of the other takes that I saw that had long capes, like the original old school cartoon, right? Doesn't really have anything like that. Right. But some of these ones with like longer capes and just sort of a more realistic take on like the construction of things. I really like that. So I'm looking to beg, borrow, and steal those ideas, and then I can say now that it's announced, I got to do some concept work for the Diablo 2 remaster when I was at Vicarious Visions, and one of the things that I would do a lot is look at things like cosplay, not for mimicking the look because it looks like it doesn't really work, but the manufacturing is on point a lot of times. So like just thinking about how things wrap around and whatever, like I would do that a lot. So I think I'm going to try and do like, I like all of this like repeated, like straps. So like thinking about what is the Skeletor version of this,
Right.
right? But like you know, so like trying to do some of that. That's what I think I'm gonna try and do a little bit tonight based on a few of these. So mixing and matching a few of these things. We'll see how it goes. It's probably gonna be a disaster, but at least it's on the internet forever.
Listen, man. It's looking very good to me, man. And the fact that you were able to go through and get those variations on the costume, those look great, man. Like I did one and I was like, okay, I'm done. That's about as much time as I'm going to commit to figuring out his clothing.
I probably would have done one. You're being more honest. I'm trying to be like, look, internets, I'm doing work.
Well, look, you come from a pipeline type of a background. I'm on some. Hey, listen, this is what you get. You get what you get.
Yeah.
So, Danny, how do you pick a balance between working on something that, you know, sometimes I find myself working on stuff that'll never be seen because of the actual additional assets for a character, right? So kind of like, how do you balance, you know, how much work you're going to put in the body knowing how much is actually going to be seen?
So like definitely I'm not smart enough to come up with this, but like some projects I've worked on, the general rule is get everything represented so that like if you turn out the lights, just the silhouette is there and like is readable, right?
Mm-hmm.
And once you get to that point, go ahead and move on to the next thing that's going to affect the silhouette. So, you know, keeping his body skinny right now is like a little bit of a risk, but I think once we get the retopo in and we get him in the pose, then it'll be, and we get the armor on there, it'll be really clear if I need to like bulk up the arms or bulk up the legs. But the retopo pass will make that pretty easy to like inflate a whole area. You know, Z-Remesher would do that too, but the thing I'll talk about later is the thing that will change why I'm actually, because I hate doing retopo too, but it's it's a necessary evil for some stuff I do.
Right.
It looks like you might have something interesting in store because you have them in T-pose.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Awesome. Mike, which anatomy reference is that?
I believe it's Raphael Grassetti's. I'm not sure though. I'm not sure. Don't hold me to that. I got his Gumroad from like way long ago, and I want to say it's his. It may not be. I have so much reference. I don't even know, dude.
So one thing I'll say about that, you know, and being a spectator in this sport that you guys are doing, you guys, you really etch in and like really like draw in a lot of the, you know, the forms of where you're gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you think your drawing experience like help inform you guys going that way? Because, you know, typically you'll see people, they'll start like get the clay brush and just start like claying it up, but you guys really go in there and like draw up where the forms or where the light is going to break, and then you start to build up on that. Do you contribute that to your experience in drawing?
What do you think, Mike?
I think it helps. I definitely think it helps. But I mean, so again, this is kind of the way I always saw guys like, you know, Ryan Kingsland and you know, other artists just kind of doing it. Was you'd sketch it in and then smooth and then, you know, build it up with clay build-up and that kind of stuff, and I was like, works for them, it works for me.
Yeah, I think like when you look at people that, you know, draw traditionally, like they fall into two camps sometimes, where it's like you have the people who are about line and the people who are about like shape and all of that. Mm-hmm. And I think with some of that stuff, I think it's weird because it's like I'm more about line, I think, which is fake, right? Line doesn't exist in the real world, but it's like if I was working on his pecs here, Let me solo this. And I wanted to make the striations more visible for the various heads of the pec. I might actually go in and do the drawing first, just because I can stop. I can put my pencil down or my stylus down for a second and go, does that look right? And turn it. And if it does look right, all right, cool. Well, now you go in and worry about the volumes.
Right.
So it's like a checking process more than anything. I'm not sure drawing has anything to do with it, but it's more like just, oh, it's a way for me to check before I commit, you know? Right. Yeah.
Right.
So thank you everyone for jumping in and chilling with us tonight. I will ask that if you guys could subscribe to our Stylus League page, it'll help go a long way to support us. We are a few viewers shy for being able to have some YouTube features that'll help us to promote our channel. So please like, share our content out there so we can keep this going. Darko says hi.
Hello.
Darko. How you doing, man?
So you know, Darko is in Ireland and it's late for him. He actually left a comment in the chat, so I did promise him that if he were able, when he gets on, that I would ask his questions.
Nice.
Oh man, thank you for tuning in, dude.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
You guys ready to? Is it okay if I ask you guys this question?
Yeah, let's do it.
So the first one for Mike. Is there a way to convert creases to real edge loops in ZBrush?
So I thought about this after I saw your question earlier, and I want to try to do like a little experiment here and see if we can get, if we can figure that out. So I want to say yes, right? Duplicate. Right. I'm just going to turn this into a, let's do a cube. Right. And let's do this. I'm just going to subdivide it a few times. Okay. Let's get a crease here. I'll put it at an angle so we can tell for sure if it's doing it. All right, and I'm just going to pinch this. All right, so now let's delete the lower subdivision levels, look at the topology, and you see right now it's kind of, it's just cutting through these polygons and there's no rhyme or reason to it. Let's duplicate this, and I'm going to polygroup the whole thing, and let's do a dynamite or a Z-remesh rather. Z-remesh, and I'll put on here, let's try detect edges first and see how this works. All right, and then just run it, see what happens. All right, it's kind of low. Let's do it same size, same Z-remesh. All right, so now I'm going to try it with the creases. Keep creases, detect edges. Be lower. And I don't need all that geometry in the back, so I'll just get rid of that. didn't. All right, let's try it again. Mesh. All right, so I am, I'm gonna try one more thing because that didn't do exactly what I want. I'm gonna deflate it. So that'll give us a nice, really tight pinch here. So let's, instead of inflate, I'll do a deflate. All right, now we got a tight line there. Now run it one more time. Zero mesh. All right. So I'm gonna say it kind of does. It didn't do exactly what I thought it was gonna do. Danny, you wanna give me?
So crease edges, converting them, I do not know. I can tell you right off the bat. I do not know.
I thought we were going to get a nice crisp line there.
Yeah.
It is a little bit better, but it's not looking like exactly like what I would want. So I'm going to say that that's a big fail, my friend.
But you know what? We'll make it our homework for this week to come back next week with a better answer. Conclusive, we can or we can't.
Exactly. You know what I'll do is I'll reach out to...
Maybe there's a use case that you're trying to figure out. So maybe if he could give us some information on what he's trying to do that on, that'll probably help us figure out, maybe there's a better way of trying to achieve his objective.
Yeah. I'm going to reach out to the guys at Pixelogic too, because I'm sure that Joe or Paul could give me a really quick answer and get it straight for you.
He just added a clarification to his question. Mm-hmm. So he meant dynamic creasing that you put on a low poly mesh. Is there a way to convert that to triple edge so that you can export in Maya, for example, and have the edges supported?
Yeah, I don't know if there's a way to do that. I do know that there are certain FBX options that will allow you to go right now on a project at work. I'm going back and forth between Maya and Max. And I'm able to retain crease edges in Fbx, but there's a couple of things that you have to turn on. The Fbx Import and Export guy here, it looks like the number of things is limited that you can adjust. It's not like the the Maya Fbx where you have a lot more options. But that does let me not. So basically, I don't want to convert to sort of holding edges at the end of like hard surface things until the very end. So I use creasing a lot to basically keep the single edge, and you can do it going back and forth between other applications. It wouldn't surprise me if there's a way to do it for ZBrush as well. But at the end, when you want to convert it, I still don't know what the right answer is there because I haven't had to do it yet from ZBrush. But we'll take a look this week for sure and see if we can figure it out.
Danny, do you think making poly groups would help, like loops?
Maybe, but then at that point, it's like, so you're trying to at least, and correct me if I'm wrong, everybody, but like for me, it's like the thing that you're trying to avoid is having to go in, manually delete the creases, and then replace them with 3 edges, right? That are going to give you that hard edge. Mm-hmm. So making the poly groups on something that tight, it's more work than doing the conversion and make the creases, make the edges, So it's like whatever it is, it's got to be easier than that part,
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
There is one more question from him, Danny, and this one This one's for you, Danny. You ready?
Yeah, go.
Danny, so do you know, Danny, when you import base meshes with clean topology in ZBrush, and you subdivide the meshes shrink and changes shape a bit. Is there a good way to mitigate those changes when you export the low res back into Maya for rendering?
Absolutely.
And
So
he says, keep up the good work.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, absolutely. That you can do that. That one I do know. There is someone made a script to do this, and I don't remember. Hold on, I don't want a project. I want a tool. Let me just grab one of the ZBrush. Yeah, I just want to grab one of the ZBrush tools. Let's grab like this demo head. All right, cool. So now I've got this guy in here, right? And sure enough, if we like Shift S just to keep him on the canvas, and we go to subdivide him, we'll see that the subdivided version. So if I do Control D, the subdivided version lost a little bit. So if I do a Control N, we'll see it shrinks just a tiny bit, right? So depending on the number of points that you have to start with, you can shrink more if you have fewer points. And the way to do that is if you go down, there's a script that actually does this. I don't remember where it is, but you can do it manually. So right now, here's the dude. And if I go down here and go to morph target, I can say store morph target, Control D, then go back down in resolution, Shift D, and then switch the morph target and delete. And now it's back to the original shape. So if I now subdivide again, it's subdivided, but with the original cage volume. And you can do that every time you go up. So I just went up again and I go store morph target, Control D, and then to mitigate the shrinkage, Shift D to go back, switch, delete morph target, go back up. So that's the way that I know how to do it. Honestly, once you get past with a mesh this dense, once you get past 3, 4, 5 subdivision levels, you're talking like, I wouldn't do it past 3 for something like this, right? Once I get to 3, I feel comfortable just sort of subdividing because the difference is going to be so minimal that it won't show up even in the highest settings that you get for displacement or normal or whatever. So that's the way I would do that part. The storing the morph target keeps the original shape. Then you divide and lose volume, and then you go back down in a level, return to that volume, and then delete the morph target, and then go back up. Right. So that's the basic way I know how to do that. But I do know that there's a script out there. If anybody knows where that script is, feel free to share it, and Brad can share it with everyone. But I don't remember who the author is offhand.
All right, cool. Darko, let me know if you're good. But yeah, just know that if you leave a comment on our videos, we will take your comment if you have your questions. We love for everyone to watch us live, but also if you watch us after it, we know we have a lot of supporters in different time zones. You can watch the videos, leave a comment, we will grab them, and we will answer it on the stream. Oh, we have a question from Disnick. How do you feel about Mortal Kombat? What are your thoughts? No spoilers.
Bradley, how about you start this one off?
Oh man, and me without my tea.
Ah.
If I had to give it a grade, in modern time, I would give it a C+.
I think that's fair.
I would give it a C+. If I had to give it a grade, I would give it a C+.
So I really wanted to love this movie, only because I was a big fan of the first Mortal Kombat movie. I really liked it, and from what I saw, I thought it was going to be more like the YouTube series that came out a few years ago, which was super tight. Like, I liked it a lot. I think it started strong and then kind of fell off towards, maybe a little more than halfway through for me. But the beginning was really tight. I think when Kano started doing his, his little stand-up stuff, then that's when I was done. And that's as far as I'll get into the spoilers. I'm not down with the jokey Kano.
It's weird to me because like I wanted to sort of see it, but then
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
No,
You don't want to see it.
Don't put that in the ether. Don't put that in the ether.
I let you guys speak, didn't I? Hold on. Hold on. I wanted to see it. And then in the middle of someone else watching it, I can't remember who, someone else said, "You're going to eat your words. This is going to be dope."
Oh, boy.
Or something like that. Somebody texted me that. And then later on, it was like, "Oh, yeah, maybe not."
That was me because
yes, it was, sir.
It was the first 10 minutes, and I was like, "This is awesome," and then later on, not so much.
Yeah,
we were definitely on that hype train.
Yeah,
no doubt.
Now, no spoilers, but that Invincible finale, though.
Oh my gosh, that was crazy.
Woo.
That was crazy. Yeah, that was great. Now I didn't know that was the finale though. So that's done for the season now.
Done for the season. I believe that was the season finale.
Doesn't seem like a lot of episodes.
It's 8.
Okay.
Yeah, 8 total. But yeah, I would go back and watch the whole thing again.
Yeah, no, it was fresh.
Nation said that Kano was the best part of the movie.
I've seen some memes to that effect. Are they just being jokey or?
You know what?
You don't want to spoil it.
Listen, all I'm going to say is hashtag not my Kano. That's all.
All right. All right. That's a weird hill to die on, but I respect it. All right,
Jax
cool.
was pretty good. I think the actor that played Jax was pretty good.
I liked a lot of the actors. I don't think that they needed to make up a character. I'll leave it at that. I think that, if you just stuck with the characters you already have, they have like 40 damn characters, man. But yeah, it was. It was all right. I think that I would watch it again if Danny had to watch it.
Was Noob Saibot in it? If Noob Saibot wasn't in it, I don't want to watch it.
He wasn't, but I feel like did they have Smoke in there? Who they?
Probably Reptile, right? Probably Reptile.
They had Reptile.
Yeah,
they
sure.
did have Reptile. That's right.
Torsil said Invincible seasons 2 and 3 was announced.
With a what?
Wait.
What's that? Torsil said Invincible seasons 2 and 3 was announced.
Oh, it's announced.
Oh yeah. I saw. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm ready.
Yeah, absolutely.
I see that we have some additional viewers tonight, so thank you for stopping in to enjoy some of the content that we're making. We have a goal of needing to be at 100 subscribers so we can unlock some YouTube features. We are currently at 98. So we're really hoping that for those who are watching us that we can get 2 more subscribers to push us over the edge. The gentleman tonight opened up with some time-lapse videos of where their progress is. We're going to release 6 time-lapse videos at the end of our stream from this week. And our goal is that at every Friday, we're going to release time-lapse of the previous week so you guys can see everything that's going on. So please like, subscribe. We are too short for our goal of 100 for this month. So please share it.
Nice.
So Mr. Andy said, who would you have play Lionel? Hemsworth, perhaps?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, it would have to be Chris. One of the Hemsworths, I think. Yeah, but Chris would nail it. So this, I'm gonna let you guys in on a little backstage goodness here.
No!
This is there's one of the 3 of us said that he was a giant fan, like just a giant fan.
I love that show. It's a classic. All right,
Beauty and the Beast.
It's a
Listen,
classic.
I'll tell you, I didn't know that Linda Hamilton was the main girl in that.
Yeah.
From Terminator. I had no idea.
Her and Ron Perlman, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Used to watch it on Sci-Fi all the time. It's classic.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, don't repeat that, dude. Come on.
I just did. Forever to be heard.
Yeah.
Say it with your chest, Brad.
Yeah.
I think for the Lion-O thing, I think Michael B. Jordan would be an interesting Lion-O choice.
Speaking of Michael B. Jordan, guess what came out today?
I know, I saw.
Is it on Amazon?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Without Remorse, I believe it is.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I
Did,
can't wait to watch that.
So this is not a spoiler because it's in the trailer, I guess. There's a thing that happens in the trailer that is bananas. That's like, all right, I kind of want to see this just from that.
I saw him doing stuff, but I didn't see anything that really stuck out though.
It has to do with a car. That's all I'll say.
Okay. Well, don't say anything else.
Yeah, it has to do with a car. And I was like, all right, I want to check this out.
Okay. Is it like Will Smith who got pinned up against a car by a motorcycle and was fighting a motorcycle in Gemini Man?
No, I didn't see that. Was that good at all?
So listen, I unlike Mortal Kombat, I wanted to hate Gemini Man, and I couldn't. It was actually entertaining. It was not the dumpster fire I expected it to be. It was actually pretty good.
See, this whole time, all you needed in your life was double the Will Smith. Right?
2 times the Will Smith. Yeah, young.
So you needed.
I needed Fresh Prince Will Smith, and I needed what was that movie he did with his son? After Earth Will Smith.
Yikes.
Said nobody on the planet ever. I actually watched that again the other day, man, just to make sure that I wasn't bugging. It's really bad.
After Earth?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't heard a single nice thing about it, I think.
Yeah, no bueno.
Stanley said Michael J. White should be Panthro.
Absolutely.
I think he should have got another spin at Spawn. He still should.
Well, it's still what's his name, right? It's still damn, why can't I remember his name? Dude from In Living Color. Electro. What's his name, man?
Jamie Foxx?
Yeah, it's still Jamie Foxx.
Is Jamie Foxx doing a Spawn?
Yeah, he's been pinned to be Spawn forever, dude.
Oh man, I didn't know that.
But they pin everybody to do Spawn, so we'll see how it goes.
Every time McFarlane opens his mouth, he says it's going to be Jamie Foxx.
Mike, we have a question from the Marco. He's like, Mike, can you explain what you're doing?
Sure. So this is kind of what Danny was talking about before, and this is how I do a lot of my guys. What I'll do is I'll sculpt them in to a point where I can start figuring out what the costume is going to be, and then once I have an idea, I start to in ZBrush I start to sculpt those pieces of his clothing. So I knew I was going to have a hard time when it came to like the boots. I don't know exactly what I want to do for this, but I might just go with the one from the show, which was just like some little duck waiter kind of boots. I don't know. I need some more Lion-O pics. This is fresh. Did you see this, Danny? Look at this.
No, that's great. That's great.
Dope. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dude, you know who you should look up? Jocelyn Wildenstein.
You always have these big, long names I can't spell. All right, hold on.
Dude. Yeah. Jocelyn Wildenstein that's your Lion-O right there.
Wildenstein. Oh, that's messed up, man. Come
Hey,
on.
fam. No, listen.
That's already Lion-O.
That's what I'm saying.
That's real life
That's
Lion-O.
That's what I'm saying. For those that don't know, Jocelyn Wildenstein is this socialite lady who had all these like plastic surgeries, and like her face is stretched back and looks like sort of like a cat mask a little bit. But it's like you look at pictures of her from before that, and it's like it looks like a totally different person. But she does have like a cat, like they call her the cat lady.
I was gonna say they call it cat lady.
Yeah.
Darko said you guys should make a Discord server for the Stylus League. Darko, our first goal is that we're going to have a clubhouse. So we'll be on Clubhouse first. But as we start to get additional subscribers to the channel and we need to find a way to be more engaged with our community, Discord is probably going to be one of the things on our list. But Clubhouse is going to probably be our next big thing, along with some guests.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mike, I will say this, but I don't mean it, but the Marco really means it. Thanks, Master.
You mean it too. Come on. Thanks, DeMarco. You have good taste, my friend. Unlike someone in this room. Numbers. Okay, so HBO Max, we're done, right? There's nothing else coming out that we're looking forward to for the year, is there?
You know what I started watching on HBO Max?
What's that?
Warrior. It's a great show.
What I've heard that's good.
It's like Bruce Lee meets Boardwalk Empire meets. It's crazy. It's a good show. There's 2 seasons on. If you feel like you need to cancel it, watch that first.
Yeah, no, I'm looking for a reason to hold on to it. They have, but this is the thing about HBO Max. I did not expect this. I got that surprisingly for Wonder Woman 1984. I'll admit that. So listen, I'm saying that with a giant caveat.
Kristen Wiig is Lion-O. Kristen Wiig.
She could be Lion-O. Yeah.
Wait, we got to pause real quick, everyone. We're at 101 subscribers, so thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, everyone.
Now we can get away from using that crypto key that was behind the YouTube in order to get to us. Now we can be /Stylus
right now.
Yeah.
Nice.
Dune and Matrix 4.
Yeah.
Dizink says, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. Dune and Matrix 4.
Awesome.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Looking forward to that.
Man, Matrix 4. Oh no, man. I have some personal trauma associated with the Matrix.
I do too, and I'll tell you about it after we get off of here.
Oh man, I'll tell you mine right now. I was working at Blue Sky. I was such a fan of the first Matrix. Did the super deep dives. Was all nerdy about how I was simulation theory before simulation theory, and hyped up my whole department to take a 3-hour lunch and drive 20 minutes, carpool to go see, the second Matrix. Boy, that was a quiet car ride back.
You know what I was like that with when I was working at Echo? Mark decided to close down for the day. He got the entire building and bought tickets for Star Wars Phantom Menace.
Oh yeah.
We were so excited about another Star Wars. We was so hyped to get to it. And then on the way back, we just were doing like the Jar Jar voice the whole way back. Like,
oh man. Yeah. Misa thinking that movie no good.
Misa thinking this is a stinker.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, our whole studio went to go see that in a theater like across the street from where we were. And man, watching the light die in some of the hardcore Star Wars fans' eyes when Yoda started flipping around. Oh man.
Oh, wait. You're talking about which one? The one where he's actually fighting Dooku?
Yeah. There were some people who were incredibly disappointed with that. I dug it, but I'm not a huge Star Wars fan, right? But they were just like, that's not canon. Like they just were not. They were not having it. It was delicious, actually. It was wonderful to see.
I got to tell you, of all the things in Star Wars, that was not the thing that I remember being the worst, man. That little kid that was playing young Anakin got on my nerves.
You're just anti-bowl cut.
Yeah. Plus the fact it was a little. Is anybody else creeped out by the fact that the girl who seemed to be like much older than him in the first movie, he ends up marrying her?
I mean,
why you hating, Mike?
I was gonna say nothing wrong with cougars. Don't kink shame, Mike. It's all good.
Hey, listen, I'm just saying. It was older thing. All right, change the subject.
I remember one of my friends sort of like, what if he actually fell in love with the dummy Padme? And like, that's why things didn't really work out.
Oh, the stand-in, the stunt double?
The lightsaber target.
The bomb girl.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I've always been more Star Trek than Star Wars, personally.
I agree. I'm a Trekkie.
Yeah.
You're not, because it's a Trekkie, son.
Never mind. I actually like Star Wars now because I can't be on the same team with Beauty and the Beast over here. So
see, there you go.
Sorry you feel that way.
This way
I always wanted to impact someone's life.
There you go. There you go. You did it. You did it. 100 subscribers and now this.
I did it. I feel accomplished.
Nice.
So, how about you guys take a few seconds and let's talk about what's good.
Nice. I like it.
So you want to go first?
So we have this segment. What's good is our segment of when the guys are going to talk about anything that's cool, things that they want to show you guys, either books or shows or other artists. So Danny's going to show us what's good.
Yep. So I have two that I will show. The first one is 3D. His name is Samuel Poirier. His name on ArtStation is Vimy, Vimmy. I think he's one of, if not the best organic sculptors. I think his work is really beautiful. If you're someone that sculpts in Oculus Medium as well, seeing the work that he's done in Medium is really great. And his workflow in Medium, you can see it showcased in some of these. There's artistic nudity in some of them. If you are offended by that, then apologies for the recommendation. But if you're not, this is a really cool artist to check out. The other artist I wanted to mention is a gentleman by the name of Daniel Clark, who's an artist from Cape Town, South Africa. And he's just fantastic. And if you look at his work on Instagram in particular, I'm sure he has a lot of them here too as well. But he's got these time lapses for the way that he lays down color. And I find these to be particularly mesmerizing. I'll just scoot through this one. But you can see it's sort of solid blocks of color. And his eye is fantastic. You don't see a lot of undo, redo, undo, redo, undo, redo. he's just going for it, and I think his work is tremendous. And I think you can learn a lot. I'm learning a lot, like with practice paintings, watching this guy. So that's why he's on my mind right now. So those are my two, Samuel Poirier and Daniel Clark.
That's awesome. So for mine, I'm going to, let me switch to the full screen here. Can I do that? Yeah, all right. So for mine, I have some books. And one is the Comic Artist Photo Reference book by Buddy Scalera. These are some older series of books, but they have several versions of them. See if I can get it to focus on the book and not me. Okay, yeah. And in them, they have different series, right? So there's like men and boys, there's women and girls, there's action poses. There's all, I don't know why my camera isn't focusing on the book, you guys, sorry. Mine is so old that the binder is cracking. I think I just broke the spine. I heard that. That's never a good sound. But these are great. This tells you how old it is. It comes with a CD-ROM, and I don't even know that people, half the viewers know what that is, a CD. Those are good. There's also the series by Frederick de la Viera, I think is how you pronounce his name. Frederick, and it's the strength training anatomy books. There's one for men and one for women. And I really like these books because unlike just having écorché sitting on your desk in a static pose, they go through all of the poses for like working out. I don't know why. Come on, focus, man. Oh, you know, you know what it is, you guys? I know what it is. Hold on 1 second. It's my NVIDIA broadcast. Background blur. Boom, cut that off. There you go. Yeah, so much better, much better. So you guys see it has all the different poses from like working out in a gym, and you get to see how all the muscles contract and expand. It's fantastic. So pick that up.
Show the cover of the other one, the first one, because it was blurred. Maybe they
Sure. It's Buddy Scalera, and it's called Comic Artist Photo Reference. I have, I think, 4 of these. There's a whole bunch of different, them in series. I got that at a Comic-Con actually. And the last one in the books that I'm going to suggest is, of course, Artists Anatomy for Artists. Is a great book. So this has similar deal, all of photos of people, drawings over top of them, where you get to see exactly how those muscle groupings fit on top of a photo, and it's good stuff. So that's nice. What's good for me. I
never heard of that first one that you showed. I've never seen that book. That's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. Bradley, what's good for you?
I recently purchased, I added it in the chat, by Roberto Ost, Dynamic Human Anatomy, an artist's guide to structure. That book recently released April 6th. He has a whole series of them, but it was that's my new acquisition.
Nice.
So one thing that's really cool, like, even though, we continue to work and get better, we still like to collect good. I think it's good to have like a good physical collection of books. Because something's not like being able to sit down and look at something, even if you're not physically doing something, always feels like my mind is still like studying.
Yeah. So, speaking of what you just said, by the way, I have a little one to grow on. I've done a lot of Zbrush lives, and I always talk about showing some of my earlier work, which was really, really bad. And when I say that, I mean it was really, really bad. So if anybody's familiar with the Hulk that I'm actually making casts for now, I started off by doing the Hulk, right? So this is the one that you guys are probably familiar with. And when I started, this is what I was rocking, you guys. Like, this is the way I was killing it with anatomy. Look at those feet. Boom. So yeah, I kind of started off thinking that, hey, listen, I have a body, so I know what a body looks like. I'm not really interested in learning anything else other than just knowing. And this is what you get when you do that. Like 13 pack and biceps on your back, I think.
Bacceps.
Boom. Nailed it. Yeah.
I always think that that's like one of the that's a really beautiful thing. Like, if anybody's familiar with the artist Lois, or Lois Van Barl, I think is her real name. She's a person that, like, years and years ago published like this really beautiful work. Like, she's worked on Horizon Zero Dawn and all this stuff, but like years ago she published all this beautiful work, but didn't take down the stuff that was like some of her older work. And I think on purpose, right? I think to show her growth. And I just remember seeing that and thinking, like, wow, that's amazing. She was one of the first people I saw really do that online, because everybody was trying to like just front like they were always born like super amazing, right?
Right.
And yeah, she wasn't like that at all. So that's super admirable for you to show something like that, you know, and like shows a lot of humility too. Like, just look, guys, you can learn too, you know. It's dope for you to do that, dude.
Thanks, man. Well, I'm the first one to tell you that I'm done learning when I'm in the ground, you know.
Absolutely. Real, like, all jokes aside, I think that's one of the things where all three of us, like, sort of, we cross really strongly with that sort of sentiment, you know. We all three feel that way. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So thank you again for everyone joining in. We have 1 more hour left. We have a hard stop at 11, but please continue to ask questions if you have any questions. Please like and share the content if you like it. We appreciate it. If you're learning something, please comment, ask questions. If you know someone that's on this art journey and they're continuing to forever learn with us.
Absolutely. And I just wanted to say too, so for right now, we have the stream going out to multiple platforms. What we'd like to do is start to really drive the people to the Stylus League on YouTube. So we'll be doing live broadcast to Stylus League on YouTube, and then I think what we're going to do is the next day, kind of like the Hulu model, right? So the next day, if you want to watch or you missed it or whatever, you can watch it on multiple sites. Like, so Danny will have it on his, I'll have it on mine, and we're basically just going to share from the Stylus League YouTube to our different platforms and social media.
So what that essentially means is that very soon we're moving from Mike's house. So if you guys selected or viewing this live stream on Mike's page, if you want to watch it in the future, and we want you to watch it in the future, please follow us on the Stylus League YouTube page.
He's kicking us out, guys.
Kicking y'all out of my house.
It's not cool. I was just getting comfortable.
Y'all coming in here getting a little too comfortable, a little too familiar.
We just started sharing a toothbrush, Mike. Jeez.
Oh, jeez. No. Oh my gosh,
That's deep.
it's horrible.
That's deep.
That's horrible.
Andy Robinson says, "What's up, Mike T?"
What up? Oh, that's my man, Sandy. What's up, dude? Sandy and I went to college together.
Nice.
100 grand. At the last time I saw Sandy, he had 3 generations of Robinsons with him. I had my son with me. He had his sons and his father on the way to the
Nice.
Maryland game. Yeah.
Darko has an update on his question. He says, "Hey guys, to my question, if you can convert creases to support edges, he just found out that you can, under creasing, there is a bevel button that would convert all creases to geo."
Oh, nice.
Thank you, Darko.
Thank you.
That's what's up, man. All right.
Copy and
I
pasting
like
that.
it. I like it.
Yeah, that's good
Darko, if
stuff.
you could do me a favor on your comment on our YouTube page, can you update that and put that feedback on it? Actually, you commented on Mike's page, so if you could post that response on our page, that would be awesome.
Definitely.
That's right. Mike's kicking us out. He doesn't get any cool
Kicking us
answers.
out.
And see, listen, next week we won't have to go through all these shenanigans because we're all going to be on. You're going to be pick up all your stuff and you'll be in your spot.
Fine.
We got a question from Christian. Question: what was the hardest project you worked on, and what was the takeaway, and how did you apply what you learned from those future projects?
Ah, that's my boy, Christian. What's up, Hanny?
Danny, you wanna start with your hardest project?
Yeah, my hardest project, because I'm old, was the first Ice Age movie, because I never made a movie before that. And the whole studio, it was a bunch of, cinematic versions. Like, none of us knew how to make a movie. So we were just sort of shuffling through the dark trying to make it. And the lesson I learned from it at the end, Fox thought the movie was going to be something that didn't make a lot of money. And they ended up laying off 70% of the studio. So the people that did know what they were doing, that taught me everything I knew, they all got let go and they kept me. And I learned that it's good to be cheap. So that's what I learned.
Wow. Yeah. My hardest project ever was for Civil War. I had to do a team shot where I had Team Cap on one side and Iron Man Team Shellhead on the other side. And I did not have a whole lot of time to get it together. So figuring out the perspective and all that stuff. Also, this was like the first big thing. The second big thing, but the thing I was really excited about to do for Marvel. And I knew if I messed it up, that I would probably never do anything for them again. So there's a whole lot of pressure on that one. Got done.
Yes.
MJ Sculpt's in the house. So what's up,
MJ?
What up, MJ? Hey, man, that piece came out really nice, dude. I know your daughter's really happy with that. So MJ has been a loyal viewer since the mic drop shows, and he was working on a statue for his daughter of Supergirl. If you go to his Instagram, you can check out the final result. Even the paint job on that one came out fresh. So kudos to you.
Yeah, man. That was awesome.
MJ said he watched all the sideshow paint videos on YouTube, so that really paid off.
Those are
great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to those guys for doing those.
Mike, your Cintiq is extra bright today.
It is, right? Well, I have my if I cut off my light. Look, not that bright. I got a light back there. My curve brush is doing some crazy stuff here, man. I'm just gonna do one side. This is bananas. All right.
That's a bug.
Oh man. Yeah. Turn off elastic, see if that helps. And start. Lock start.
MJ asked, have you tried using the new curved strap brush?
The new one?
Not yet.
Wait, I didn't know there was a new one. Maybe, yeah, let me use that. This is garbage right here. This one is not doing what it's supposed to do. Curve, tube, curve, strap snap. Is that what you're talking about?
And there's new curved strap brush. So I'll have to take a look. Zbrush has been like patching like every 2 weeks. So
I just got one today.
Yeah.
It's quite interesting.
Yeah. Listen, I bought ZBrush in like 2008 or 2009. They've been free ever since. I'm cool with it.
Yeah, I'm cool.
Whatever you guys want to do, man.
If that's one company that will eventually ask us to pay for something, I would probably do it.
I mean, listen, it's crazy. I know you do a stream that's affiliated with them, so I won't say anything against them. I just think that they're selling cocaine. There, I said it. No, I don't know how they're. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know how they're. Like, I know they're growing their base all the time. Like now they're in jewelry and all these other avenues. I'm like, man, free still. I love it.
Epic Games is gonna buy them. It's okay.
Oh man.
Yeah, you probably should stop saying that because maybe they just forgot that they're not charging us for it.
I'm pretty sure they know what's up.
I'm sure there's an accounting person that pitches to them every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some poor person pulling their hair out, just like, no, guys, listen, just charge $100. Like, just this is what it would do.
Hear me out, you guys. Just
yep.
Charge them a little bit more.
100%.
Extract. All right, now I will be stressed. Oh, dude, I will be stressed next after this show because the next one we have to be done, right?
No.
No?
No?
No.
Oh.
No.
Wait, I thought we had 3 shows to get it done.
Nope. We are doing 3 full weeks to work. The first time we unveil what we did is in week 4. So it's a 3-week project.
Okay.
So for those who are accustomed or may have experience turning in your homework late, you could possibly count that 4th week.
Yeah. All right. Well, you know what?
Not really, because we work during week 3 and we show at week 4.
Week 4 is a Friday, so you got a whole week.
Yeah.
No. Week 4 is the end of week 3. Count it out, right? Last week was week 1.
Uh-huh.
We did a full week. Next week is week 2, and after week 2 we go into show 3, And then after show 3, we go into week 3, and then we show at week 4. It's still 3 working weeks.
What was the first week again?
Last week.
Okay.
You were with us the whole time.
Yeah, I know.
The
He's
whole
just
time
being
you
a
were with
jerk.
us. The whole
He's
time
being a
you were
jerk.
with us.
Oh, the way Danny broke it down was very intricate.
I'm just saying.
That's like, in a week is 7 days.
Listen, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I know I didn't do gargoyles because somebody said they were going to do gargoyles. Haven't seen a gargoyle yet. I'm just saying.
That is true.
I'm just
That
saying.
is
So
100%
since
true.
we want to talk, sir.
Didn't we all agree that gargoyles were in the 90s? So maybe we have to figure out what our next project is.
Listen. I was still going to do it.
You were going to be off topic? That's not you. You stay on
100%.
script.
Nah, not me.
You don't stay on script? No.
No.
He likes to buck trends.
1,000%.
He's not trying to listen to all that.
Yes.
Fine, MJ. Start a gargoyle tonight. Do it. I'm actually sculpting Wolverine.
There you go, MJ.
Nice.
Isn't Wolverine technically from like the 60s?
No one knows how old he is.
I was thinking first issue, but that's a good point. You got me.
The 80s television show is what we're counting. Gotta count the 80s television show.
There was the 80s television show of Wolverine?
Of
X-Men.
X-Men.
What are you talking about?
X-Men that series started in the 80s? Like that cartoon was in the 80s?
Yeah,
I thought it was in the 90s.
That was the one. No, the one I'm talking about is that was like late 80s, right?
The
Yeah.
that guy.
Thank you, MJ. MJ said it was the 90s. I know you guys were.
Oh, MJ, you were my favorite guy, man. Come on. All right. Well,
No.
then that makes my point moot. What I was going to do.
MJ, thank you for the correction, but please don't side with Brad.
They don't want me to have any supporters. I understand. It's okay. All right.
Sorry, listen, that's it. That goes into the swear jar. Bradley, not Brad. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta police myself.
Thanks, MJ. Danny, you are flying with that armor.
I don't know about that. I'm gonna end up redoing all of it in Maya anyway.
Yeah,
At least you got the idea.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get. I'm trying to get that down. So like for me, I'm trying to think of like these 3 weeks as like week 1 is like figure out as much as you can. Week 2 is like, all right, now sit down and like execute. And then week 3 is like worry about the sort of the look, like the, sort of the presentation, I guess. So that's the way I'm trying to break down these 3 weeks in my head for these things. I don't know if it's really going to work or not, but we'll see. We'll see.
Hey, that's what we're about. We're gonna try some stuff out, try to get to the finish line, and get as close as we can.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. Right.
MJ says, Mike, the brush is curved flat strap.
Curved flat strap. All right, let me find that. Brush.
Thanks, MJ.
Thank you, man. Curved flat strap. Oh, is it on the very latest update? Because I don't think I've done the one from today.
I'll check the patch notes real quick.
I got the 2 last week. Yeah, I don't see it. Did you update yours, Bradley? Did you?
No.
Danny, I know you haven't.
Hell no.
Oh. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, son.
No, not that. It's just no time yet.
Yeah.
MJ said it's from last week, so yeah, probably not.
Why not? Wonder why I'm not seeing it. I should have that. Brush, curve.
What version are you using?
I'm on 6.4.
Yeah.
That's right,
Curve,
right?
flat, snap.
Curve,
flat.
flat, snap. Curve, flat. Oh, there it is right there. Oh, sorry. Never mind. It's there the whole time. Thanks, MJ.
Looks
All
like
right,
it's
you know what?
snapping under the surface.
It is. I'm gonna use it on the next one. I'm gonna. Let's see. Let's try it on this here. Here's my reference. Okay, let's try this.
That's gonna be my next my suggestion. Darko says, Mike, just try the topology brush.
Yeah, that's actually going to be what I end up doing here. Either that, or I'm going to use the slice curve and get some of these shapes, and then I will I'll frame the mesh. Yeah.
The new Z modeler, or not new anymore, but newish, the Z modeler slide thing is good too.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So you know what's really cool is that we have a lot of viewers that watch us, but they just like watching us, and maybe they're working. So if you guys are working and you're watching us, let us know what you're working on.
Yeah.
We'd love to know. We got a little over 30 minutes left for tonight, but we just want to continue to encourage you guys to follow us. This is going to be a long journey for us. You know, Danny keeps us in line and tells us that we're not going to be running right out the gate, and to just enjoy the ride. And that's what we're doing.
There you go.
Enjoying the ride. And if you guys were here or not, we would still be doing this. So thank you for being here with us. So we don't have to talk to ourselves.
Absolutely.
Nation said he's currently working on a large pepperoni pizza. Thanks.
Oh man, that sounds good.
Now, are you rendering that pizza in tool bag or Maya? What are you doing? What's the poly count on that? Darko says that he's designing an underwater humanoid creature.
Nice.
Would that be a chud?
A
Darko?
chud.
Nice. You working on a chud? Is it cannibalistic by any chance?
See, Mike, this is why I fuck with you. Pardon me. This is why I mess with you. Pardon me.
This is why
sorry.
this is how we gathered.
Apologies if anybody out there is offended. I apologize.
Yeah, I need somebody that's in the same.
I mark all
same
streams
realm.
as not child friendly, so we're good.
I apologize.
Another subscriber says he's working on Tamarin from Heavy Metal 1981. Don't even know what that is. I gotta Google that.
Is that
Oh,
the
man.
white haired? That's just the white haired girl, right?
I think so.
I don't know. I try not
No?
to describe things as white hair girl.
With the weird pterodactyl
Yeah.
things.
Isn't
Yeah.
it? Is that not who that is?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
I don't know.
I don't remember her name.
Only reason
Brad's too young.
Yeah, see, I just remember
Never seen this in my life.
well, wait, what is it? All right, let me see. Now you got me wondering. Yeah, that's the girl, right? TA.
And thanks for sharing. We love to know what people are working on.
Yeah,
that's the girl, man. Ask me how I knew that off the jump.
I'm
Because
scared. How
one
did
of my
you
favorite-
know that off the jump?
One of my favorite episodes of South Park features the heavy metal thing.
Oh, I
With,
think I've seen that.
the one where they're doing things with cats, staying on brand for the cats while we're on this Thundercat thing.
Nice.
MJ said that he had to switch off of your Twitch mic and switch over to the proper one. Hashtag Stylus.
Thank you, MJ.
I appreciate it, brother. Thank you. Hashtag Stylus.
Dad says he's just working and listening to us work. Thanks.
Nice.
You know, Mike has like the perfect radio voice. So if you guys need him to like talk over something, or you just want us to record some random ass stuff that Mike is saying, just let us know and we'll get that to you.
Some Quiet Storm for you guys?
Can you say water drips wet?
No.
Whoa.
No. I absolutely will not be saying that.
No? You don't say water drips? Nope.
Not at all. Nope. Let's change the
This one-
subject.
What did I just say?
This went from a family show to a making a family show.
Yeah.
Whoa.
But it's water.
Okay. All right. Let's
Be
talk
like
about some
water.
other things. Oh,
Why?
okay.
Water's dry then.
Hmm.
Parcel says he's trying to create sculpts of comic book characters he made when he was a kid.
Oh, cool.
Nice. Oh man, did you see what's the name of the company that makes the bootleg versions of every big Hollywood blockbuster movie?
Oh, the ones that did like Atlantic Rim.
Yes, that's that company. Did you see the one they just came out with?
Oh,
It's called Ape versus Monster.
no way. Are you
Swear to
kidding
God.
me? Dude, there's look, I am absolutely going to be watching that tonight. Is it on? Is it out already?
I don't know. I just saw a poster for it today.
Oh, man. That's a done deal. It's a wrap.
Paul says, "What's up?"
What's up?
What's up, Paul? All right. Hey, Bixby, put Ape versus Monster on my to-do list.
Wow, I actually found somebody that actually uses Bixby. Amazing.
No, I don't. I hate Bixby. It never works unless I don't want it to.
It just deleted what you asked it to save now.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, look, I only said that because I know better than to use the G word.
Yeah, don't use the G word.
Yeah,
That woman is always listening to what I'm saying.
that is hilarious.
You know what happened this week? Did you guys have a chance to see the new M1 Mac? Was that last week?
No.
Nah.
The all-in-one?
I heard
Was that last
I
week?
heard that the new iPads are supposed to be like super duper powerful. This is why I told you guys, like, I'm not going to spend a grip on an iPad Pro because the second I do, they'll come out with something that makes mine look like hot trash.
You just gotta love the one you get, man. That's all.
Yeah.
That's the
Love
secret.
the one
for
you
you to
win.
say.
Love yours.
If you can't be with the Mac you love the one you with, right?
No, I want
Is
I want my
that
Mac.
J. Cole? I think that said J. Cole. Ain't no life Well, there's no life that's better than yours.
Yeah, ain't no. I love that song. I listened to that song like 10 times this week. Did you ever see the HBO special?
No, I haven't.
Man,
I can watch that.
It's really good. It's really good, but he does that. He does Love Yours live in Fayetteville at the end. Like after they talk about his whole thing, like he wanted to always perform in Fayetteville, whatever. And he does it live. It gave me chills watching that. It was great. And you can see just that. Yeah, you can see just that performance too on YouTube, but it's even better in the context of the show.
MJ says that he'll pull the trigger on an iPad when it can run Zbrush. We'll talk. I don't know. The new M1, I think Zbrush will probably look at taking that out because the same one that's in the MacBook, the new Macs. So why not? Then they'll charge you for it.
I feel like, and no offense to any Mac heads out there, you guys are so used to overpaying for hardware and stuff that it's like, whatever, we'll just, no problem. No problem.
You know, that's where I came from, man. I was a Mac guy until, I don't know, like 6 years ago?
That's around when I started liking you.
That's true. I built my first PC and I was like, you know what? I think I can mess with this.
Yeah, no, Macs are cool, but it's like bang for your buck wise, it's a tough sell for me.
Yeah.
And for a while, like a lot of the software that we use, there was a lot of like, oh, you know, the new version is out, but the Mac won't be out in 4 months kind of deal. Like Zbrush was like that for a long time. You know?
Yes. Yeah. I used to have those problems where it would run the same software, but there'd be this one feature that it would do, you know, natively on a PC, and I couldn't get it to work on my Mac. That used to bother me.
I tried it, but the moment I couldn't put a window side by side easy, like I'm done.
I mean, it's weird. There's so much stuff that like, it's like as a primary PC user, when I have to use a Mac, it's like, man, why is this so difficult? Why do they make everything so hard? And I really do find myself overthinking it. It really is just like super simple. Like when I actually say, hey, what's the simplest way to do this? I don't even need to look it up. You can sort of intuit how to do it. So like their stuff is really, really good. Like I would use it 100%. If like price point wise, it was comparable, I would use it.
Darko just asked, has any of you guys tried to work in Maya VR? It's wild.
Not yet.
I haven't, but my buddy Tony Gore was in there messing around the other week, and he looked like he was having a blast.
So I saw Tony is like teaching kids in his art class Blender.
Yeah.
Is that a thing? That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
He was looking for an excuse to pick it up. Like he's been a Maya guy forever, and he just hasn't had time to mess with it. So this is good for him to learn while he's teaching them.
Yeah. Do you know what grade he teaches? Because it's young kids, right? Like really young.
Yeah. Well, Tony is he teaches like I think 5th and 6th grade or something like that. And then, but he also teaches college students at night.
Okay.
Oh wow, that's really cool. They have access that young.
Yeah.
All right, we have a few more minutes tonight. If you have not subscribed to our Stylus League YouTube page, please go there, support us, help us keep going. In the future, soon we're gonna start. We're gonna start up a clubhouse. Mike has some really cool ideas that he has for that. But in order to be in the clubhouse, you have to be a subscriber. So subscribe. There's gonna be some cool things, right, Mike?
Sure. We have some cool stuff coming up for you. Again, it's premature, so I'm not going to get into exactly who we have lined up, but we have been floating the idea of having some like really top level artists on as guests, and they're really liking the idea. So sooner rather than later, we'll be dropping a name on you. Just letting you know that.
MJ, Clubhouse has not launched on Android yet, but hopefully we're working on it. They say summer 2021, so we're almost approaching that. So
it's getting a little bit cold in here. I'm just going to close my back door. I'll be right back.
All right.
I'm in the South. It ain't cold. It's no cold. I wish it. Right, MJ? So, Mike, how have you been liking the transition from your Friday stream to this new venture?
Oh, I like it a lot, man. I'm telling you, like, I really enjoy having you and now Danny full time on with us, man. Like, it's so much better, so much better. It's nice to be able to work and not have to worry about filling the whole stream with talking. The Pixelogic streams are nice, but I always feel a lot of pressure to, keep my eye on the chat, answer questions, bounce back and forth. And this is something that really kind of, it just feels more natural and fun, I think. What about you, man?
Yeah, normally I would be like, sculpting alone in the dark.
Yeah.
With a glass of wine. Coffee.
How nice is it to have Danny on full time now?
Oh, man. Like, for years, like, Danny's a cool cat, man. Like if I met a lot of cool people, but Danny's definitely right up there.
When he gets
definitely
back,
not true.
Back, damn.
Definitely not
he's
true.
Back.
Definitely
I was gonna
not
say,
true. Damn it.
when he gets back, stop talking about him. But yeah,
Damn it.
that was we timed that wrong. That was really wrong.
That's so wrong.
It was a lie anyway. It's all good.
The cake is a lie.
That's it. And then you'll forget to share your screen for 30 minutes.
He is 100% right.
Nation said it was only 20 minutes. Thanks for the correction.
20 long minutes. That was like some long time there. Thank goodness I didn't have anything on my face, because I was in big head mode, you guys.
I think MJ might be volunteering. MJ said he thinks he knows at least one artist you guys are going to have on.
Oh, yeah? Think you know, huh?
Mike, I kind of like that leg design in that image, like the cartoon image that you have right there.
Yeah, that was from the second iteration of Thundercats. That's pretty cool.
2011 one, I think.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I like that also.
MJ says they may have let something slip during a Pixelogic stream.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
now, oh man, okay. Hey, listen, man, if they're excited enough to talk about it on their own joint, then you know we're doing it right.
Did you guys already do the Darko's question about the standing desk versus normal desk?
Oh, I didn't see that.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah.
I'm doing this, right? So I have a sit stand desk. What do you have, Dan?
Same. I think we have the same desk, I think.
What do you guys have?
No, uplift.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, I have uplift. Yeah.
Uplift.
Okay. I wanna get one of those. I was looking at them.
So I want to upgrade it to like a real wood desk. We'll see.
Yeah.
I owe it to myself. But I love the experience because sometimes like just sitting down is tough, and if I do like really long sessions, I like standing up because it kind of keeps me going, and it seems like I find another gear when I'm standing up.
Yeah.
Hey, Table Cintiq, what are your thoughts?
Huh. Yeah. I mean, as big as it is now, man, it might as well be a table. This base is crazy.
What size is your desk, Mike? I think you would like need a pretty long desk to at least be comfortable. So
yeah. So I have an L-shaped desk, and it's old, but it's super sturdy. So it's got the wooden top. I think I got it at like IKEA or something, but it's a really heavy duty one. I've wanted a standing desk for a while just because I'm constantly sitting at this thing. So maybe when I don't know, maybe when I move or something.
Subscribers and that support us and want Mike to have a healthy back and have YouTube buy him a sit-stand desk. That's what we need. We need YouTube. We need subscribers to help his back.
All right, my back says thank you early. Thank you very much.
Darko, what are you using? Yeah, Nation said the 2011 Thundercats was super good.
Yeah.
I think the problem was that they couldn't sell toys.
You know what was really good, man, was the last version of He-Man. Whatever, I guess that Masters of the Universe where they actually showed Skeletor and he had a face.
Oh, like they showed his backstory and stuff?
Yeah, he got like acid thrown in his face, and it was crazy, man. But you can only find that on YouTube now. I can't even find it on like regular TV or anything.
He basically looked like what you would think the devil looks like when he's in handsome mode. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like just that sort of like super suave, hair slicked back.
Yeah, kind of like the dude from the bad guy from Princess Bride.
Yeah.
The Duke or whatever his name was.
Yeah.
That didn't last long though.
No. It's funny though, because like all of these cartoons back then were just to sell toys. They were all done by Filmation and like backed by Mattel, right?
Oh, if I know you guys have seen this, right? If you guys are watching and you have not seen it on Netflix, the best series of all times, the Toys That Made Us. Watch season 1 and 2 of that. Oh my gosh, so good. Danny, you've seen it, right?
I have not yet. It's on my list.
What? Oh, dude.
Yeah, I have not yet.
You got to watch it. You got to watch
Yeah.
it. Oh, why?
Darko says that he has a normal desk because he has a 27-inch Cintiq plus a monitor for color correction, so extremely heavy.
I've got a 24. I know the 20. The other one's like heavier, but 2 big PC towers and 2 4K monitors on this thing, and it does super great.
Understanding this. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the base for this 32 is ginormous and super heavy. But,
yeah, it's like 70 pounds, right? That by itself.
Yeah.
But they have specs on the site, right? So like you can go to one of the sites and you can look for like what the hydraulics can handle or whatever, and weigh out your parts.
I think Updesk is where I went. There's actually a store in Baltimore that has that sells them, and I went and checked that out. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna buy this like for sure. Something happened. I think my kids needed something. I was like, I'll get it later.
Oh man, I almost said something super spoilery.
That's encouraging.
Yeah, I almost said something super spoilery.
About what?
But I'm not gonna say.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah. So I almost said.
What are we talking about? What are you guys talking about?
I'll tell you after.
He doesn't want to spoil it for.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil it.
I wasn't reading the chat.
No.
Something else.
It was a response to something you said, Mike. I'll tell you after.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil anything for anyone.
Okay.
Paul says he got like a hand-me-down. Those would be the best ones.
Yeah, man.
I've seen people have the crank ones, like the hand crank ones, and they really like them. So
yeah. I have an old Warner Brothers animation desk that I bought from an animator who worked on like Space Jam and Iron Giant and all this stuff. And I was like, oh, please tell me to use this on Iron Giant. He's like, nah, I was on Space Jam. I was like, damn. But it's back here and it's like that. It's got the hand cranks, like you can make it a standing. You can tilt the whole desk up and everything.
Right.
It's really nice. I like it.
So I still need to get a desk for my new Anycubics, man. I got nowhere to put them. One is in the bathroom and one is on the floor. The wash and cure is on the floor right now.
We know what Mike is about all the time. If it's in the bathroom, it's all about work.
It's the guest. Yeah, it's the guest bathroom, and as soon as my son comes over, I'm gonna have to find a new place for that, like ASAP.
Yeah.
IR Sculpt says, "Hey, Mike, what up, dude?
What up? What's up, IR Sculpts?"
I had to scroll up. Nathan been low creeping tonight. This is the first time he said something. He said he's rocking an old adjustable draft table from Pearl.
Oh, from Pearl. Oh man, yeah.
Oh man, I used to love Pearl paint.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, that was like my favorite place to go. I had no money, but the one in New York City on Canal Street, it was 5 floors where you could just go from floor to floor looking at all the art supplies, and that was like one of my favorite places to go when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Mike MJ Sculpt said, I told you I have a folding table. I'll send you for the extra cap shield.
For that cap shield. Okay. Listen, if they you know what? If they come out with that new cap shield, like the new design, I might have to do that deal, because I might have to get yet another one.
So you're gonna Apple MJ. is what you're saying. You wouldn't buy an iPad because that's what they'll do to you.
Well, I can't have 3 Captain America shields, dude. That's just that's not a good look for a grown ass man.
You're not greedy? No, you're not greedy.
Nah.
You can have one for each room. Both bathrooms in your room.
Yeah, trying to explain 2 is a hard sell. But that new design is cool. I didn't ask you guys. Hold up, Brad. Wait a second. Hold on 1 second. And I didn't mean to be rude. What did you guys think about the season finale of nice. What did you think about the season finale of Falcon and Winter Soldier, man?
I loved it.
I loved it.
I did too. I just thought I'd get that out there. Yep. Okay, now go ahead and say what you wanted to say.
There are people out there that didn't like it. I don't know why.
I think I know why.
I have some suspicions.
Why? I would like to know. I don't know why. What do you guys? What are your
change
thoughts?
The subject. No,
I'll choose to keep my job. Thanks.
Yeah, let's keep it moving.
Okay, we'll talk about it later. It was amazing.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm not quite sure how the shield, because you know how like Captain America, like, didn't the shield break in the Thanos fight?
Yes.
So how did he pull it from out of time to current? And it's still like, I think there's some kind of something wrong with the timeline there. Like,
so
where did he pull it from?
Your question is so on point. I was thinking the same thing, especially looking at the new detail, because it's a whole different shield with the scoring in the middle with the little details and stuff. Yes. So whole different shield. What I was thinking was maybe, it doesn't make sense because he gave
doesn't make sense. I tried.
Yeah, he gave that to him at the end of the movie, and it's a whole different thing unless the timeline changed. Because I was thinking, maybe the Wakandans made a different shield, but that I don't know how that would work.
Nathan said they rebuilt it, but I don't know because if you remember, Thanos broke it. Right. Cat went back in time, and he brought a shield back. So where did it come from?
Yeah.
So if they rebuild it, when and where?
Howard Stark.
Yeah, I mean, it could have came from anywhere, but I don't know.
Either Howard Stark or Hank Pym, right?
Yeah. Well,
MJ said Steve Rogers screwed over some other timeline.
Exactly.
Toya C said Falcon and Winter Soldier was amazing.
Thank you, Toya.
He definitely like said, you know what, you guys got to deal with this problem, and took the shield.
Yeah.
It was in a timeline where there were no bad guys. It was just like, you guys will be fine.
I don't know. They definitely got to fix that. Maybe Doctor Strange is going to do something in the multiverse and, like, you know, hand him the shield. I don't know. That could be a thing.
Be a thing. I'm so excited to see how they rock the Fantastic Four in this thing. Because I feel like as many times as I've seen the same story for the Fantastic Four, Feige is not going to let it go down like that. He'll have a fresh take on it.
I hope so, because that's one property they can't seem to get right.
I got a question for you guys. What's your least favorite current Marvel? Not like, Marvel in name only, like actual Marvel property, or movie.
You said least favorite?
Least favorite.
Least favorite? Captain Marvel.
Really?
Yep.
I wouldn't have said that.
Yeah, I mean,
that's your least favorite. I would say Iron Man 3.
Dude, right on the money.
This right is why we're partners.
Yeah,
this is why
right
Danny and I are the yep.
Right, or
can't be alone.
or Pepper Potts 1 really is what they should call that one.
Exactly. Yeah. Or big fake ass Mandarin.
Yeah, that sucked.
Yeah, and
in the comments, tell us yours. Tell us yours in the comments.
Yeah.
Favorite.
And waste about $1 trillion worth of armors just to have a fireworks show at the end.
Yeah.
Is it Thor 2?
Oh, that
I was gonna say that Thor 2 is pretty bad. Yeah. Thor 1 I didn't really dig personally. But Thor 2 was a real stinker with the like wormholes or whatever.
Yeah. You know what though? It's crazy because I never really cared for Thor, but like on the low, the Taika Waititi joint is one of my favorite Marvel movies.
It's amazing. Time, yeah, it's amazing. Yeah. And the weird thing is, right? Like, so think about somebody like Darcy. Mm-hmm. Everybody really dug. Well, a lot of people, myself included, really dug her in WandaVision. Yeah. But man, in that second Thor movie, it was like, all right, Darcy.
Wait a minute, she was in that?
Yeah, right.
Was she? What was she doing in that movie?
Doesn't she pop up as like, I'm a physicist now, or whatever she is? Like that's when you see her credentials. Am I bugging out?
Oh yeah, no, I think no. I think you're right because that's when they showed because the dad of what was it? The dad of the guy that plays Skarsgård, the guy that plays the Pennywise, right? The dad was the scientist, the main scientist in that.
Yeah.
IR Sculpt says Age of Ultron was not his job.
Oh man,
says that Captain Marvel and Iron Man 3 was not his.
Yeah.
And Toya C says, and I'm gonna do my Stephen A voice, blasphemous.
This
whole thing is blasphemous.
So I've heard other people say that they didn't like Age of Ultron. Man, I dug it. I've heard people say that they don't like it, and I get it. I get the criticisms, but like, I don't know, man. I liked Ultron as a character. I know people hated him, but I dug him.
You know what's crazy about that movie is that was the one movie that I didn't buy. Like I would buy all the movies when they first came out and get them on Blu-ray. And that was the one that I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm not going to get this. And then I kind of had that, what's it called? The incomplete series thing where I was like, I got to get this. And I got it and watched it again. And it wasn't as bad as I remembered it the first time. I actually kind of enjoyed it.
Captain America, he didn't care for, and Love Lou said Captain Marvel. There's quite a few Captain Marvels in this chat, sensible people.
No, I'm cool. If you need the masses to validate your opinions, I'm cool with that.
Mm-hmm. It's weird. Why is this doing that?
All right, cool. We're getting close to the end, right?
Okay, yeah. I was gonna say, as we get ready to wrap up, we're gonna ask that you guys put your pencils down.
Yep.
And we're gonna state your goals for the upcoming week. We'll start with Danny.
First off, Mike, that's looking dope. So my goal for this week is gonna be to finalize the topology on the body. Get the costume all the way blocked in. I'll probably be jumping to Maya to do the final design and execution, and then start to pose him. The thing that I want to do while he's in the T-pose, I'll be time-lapsing and maybe explaining a little bit next week, using some of Maya's Human IK to try and block out the pose really quickly. It's a super simple process that a friend of mine, Letitia Gillett at Disney, showed me. Shout out to Letitia. So that's going to be my goals for the week. So just try to get a more complete all-around piece and start to see him in a pose. So
dope. Danny, yours is looking amazing too, man. I don't know how
yours
you did all of that.
Yours looks great.
Oh man, I feel like I didn't get very much done today. First thing I'm going to do is figure out why, even though I have symmetry, these hands are in different places. So that's first order of business. I will probably, I got a lot of armor to figure out. And clothing, I'll knock that out with some primitives and then sculpt that in and start to figure out a dynamic pose. So for the pose, I was looking at I was looking at this Iron Man sculpt. I like the legs. I like the legs on this a lot. So it might be something like this. But I also saw a pose where there's a guy and he's holding his sword back and he's got his hand forward and the blade is resting on his forearm. So I thought if he was wearing the lion gauntlet on the one hand and the sword is back with the Eye of Thundera kind of like angled up so you can see it, that could be kind of dope. It's all logistics. I wanted to have a super dynamic pose. So that's what I'm doing.
Dope.
Okay. Well, while you guys were talking, I was making this week's time lapses live on our YouTube channel.
Yes.
So YouTube may take a few minutes for that to update, but if you go to our YouTube channel and you select the playlist, you'll see a playlist for Danny and you'll see a playlist for Mike. So we're going to continue to do it in this platform and in this way moving forward. So if you want to check out last week, it's there. And again, thank you. Please subscribe, please follow, and keep encouraging us, and we'll keep encouraging you. Have a good night.
Thanks, guys. All right. Night, everybody.
Thank you, guys.